there we go. All right. We'll get started in just a second. All right, Shalom Israel. This is the Israelite School of UPK. Start out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under Commander General Yohana. I'm Natazal, Officer of 500. Today is Wednesday night biblical law class. And you know what I'm saying? We got a topic for you today. You know what I'm saying? That's probably gonna hit home for a lot of sisters who don't know the natural role of a woman. You understand? In this society, we you taught that women can in this society aids women to be able to do whatever they want to do, to behave how they want to act. You understand? To pick up habits. They allow women in this society to do whatever the hell they want to do. You understand? But according to the Bible, not only are men not allowed to do what they want to do, but your woman, she's not allowed to do whatever the hell she want to do. You should not allow your woman to do whatever the hell she want to do, man. You understand? Because guess what? We got stories in the Bible that show you why you shouldn't do that. That happened with Adam and Eve. You know what I'm saying? Eve was allowed to do whatever she wanted to do, and guess what? The humanity fell as a whole. You understand? So this class is about the natural role of a woman. Because like I said, in this society, you don't know the natural role of a woman. In this society, they teach you that women are supposed to act like men. Women are supposed to be independent and strong and masculine and talk back and speak up for themselves. And you understand? They supposed to be the backbone of the black family, the Hispanic family, and Native American Indian family. Man, look, according to this Bible, a woman has a role. You understand? Her role is standing in her goddamn place, man, and supporting her husband. You understand? And supporting the army of the Lord. That's the woman's place, man. Not doing what the hell she want to do. You understand? So the first scripture I'm gonna pull is Ecclesiastes 9:2, because like I said, in this society they teach you that, for example, whoever make the most, like the society teach you this, whoever make the most money in a relationship, that's who get to wear the pants. That's who wears the pants in a relationship. Whoever makes the most money, that's who's in charge. But that's not what the Bible says. The Bible say the man is the head of the woman. But that's not what the society teach. This society make black men and women feel that, and teach that whoever makes the most money, that's who's the head of the family. That's who has the authority. That's who makes the final decision and has the last say so. Because I make more money than you, I'm over you. That's what they teaching our women in society, and that's why you got today. That's why all our women are prostitutes. Because why? Because they want to be the one that's running everything. They want to be the head. You understand? So guess what? They're gonna do anything to be that. They're gonna do anything. They're gonna sell their box. They're gonna shake their behind on social media. They're gonna do whatever it takes to get that money, to get that bag. So so they can be looked at as great, and so their husbands can follow them like everybody else. That's all it's about. You understand? So we gonna go to Ecclesiastes 9:2. Let me see. Oh, let me see. It might be Ecclesiasticus. It's like it. We'll go to the Apocrypha, Ecclesiasticus. You understand? Just because you make more money than your husband, man, that don't mean that you are allowed to wear the pants and you the head of the relationship. I just seen a video on Facebook of some sister going live saying, exposing her man and disrespecting her man all on live. You know what I'm saying? I'm scrolling down Facebook. I don't know who it was. It wasn't nobody specifically that I know, but it was just some video that went viral. She's live and he in the background, and she like, yeah, I'm the breadwinner. He's the stay-at-home dad. Yeah, I pay all the bills, and he embarrassed. So he like, man, that's you lying. Well, 9 times out of 10, she probably do pay all the goddamn bills. If she on Facebook Live saying it like that, it's probably some truth behind it. But that's embarrassing and that's hurtful to a brother's spirit to know that his wife got the. I mean, not the brothers in ISBK. You know what I'm saying? My rib can get a good job and pay all the goddamn rent. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna serve the Lord. I'm gonna go teach these classes. I'm gonna go to camp. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna build this nation up. Yeah, pay that rent. You understand? But for some brothers in the world, that's embarrassing. So he was on there like, man, look, You don't pay all the rent. I pay some bills. And she was like, which one? Which one? He's like, what you pay? And she was like, the rent, SMUD, utilities, the garbage, sewage. She got the name and everything. And was like, that's all off the head. I pay all that off the head. And he's sitting there embarrassed as hell. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of spirit that's like if you're doing that, that you should take pride that you're able to do that for your man, so he ain't got to stress about doing it. You understand? He ain't got to stress about going to get a job, having to serve the Lord. You understand? Raise children, make you happy, make the oppressor happy. You got all this stacked up on his shoulders. This should be a privilege, and you should feel thankful that you're able to relieve that stress off your man. You know that black men die from stress more than anything on the Western Hemisphere. Black men die from stress more than anything. Car crashes, cancer, diabetes, black on black crime, domestic violence. You understand? Police brutality. They die from stress more than anything in the Western Hemisphere, man. And that's for a reason, man. Brothers around running around here stressed out in America, man. Because America then gave women a backbone that they should not have and they don't deserve. Now you got brothers running around stressed the hell out, thinking of every day their whole life revolve around how they gonna wake up and try to make this monster happy. How they gonna try to wake up and make this goddamn demon happy. You understand? So they won't have to fight no more. You understand? But with brothers like that, you gotta understand life is about warfare. You understand? You could go to war. You understand? Behind you or your family, go to war. And what a lot of sisters don't understand is that it's easier to fight somebody that's telling you that you need to change. That's telling you that you need to do better. You understand? You need to behave more like a woman. You need to stop acting all ratchet and running your mouth and pointing your finger and twirling your goddamn neck every 5 seconds. It's easy to talk back to that person and have and fight and argue with that person. But guess what? You ain't gonna fight and argue with them demons. You know why? Because them demons gonna tell you right. You get them demons on you, know what I'm saying? Go through his phone. He cheating on you. Or he disrespecting you. He looking at that girl. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get them type of demons on you and you ain't gonna fight them demons. You understand? Because they aiding and they abetting in you and that silly immature behavior. You ain't gonna fight them because they ain't telling you doing nothing wrong. You doing everything right. You know what I'm saying? You let the demons tell it. But when your husband or somebody over you telling you do something wrong, you don't want to hear it because it's easier to just fight them. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to not fight the demon when he's telling you that you whatever you're doing is right. You right, slash his tires. You right, bust his windows out. You right, send him to jail. You right, keep his kids from him. You right, put him on child support. You right. You know what I'm saying? That's what demons tell our women, and they don't fight it because it's easy to be a coward. It's easy to be weak. When somebody telling you to, man, stop behaving like that, stop doing that, don't argue in front of the kids, don't do it. It's hard to listen to that person. You understand? But I'm gonna get Ecclesiastes 9 and 2. Uh, Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to Ecclesiastes 9 and 1. We're gonna start at 1. Be not jealous over the wife of thy bosom, and teach her not an evil lesson against thyself. You know what I'm saying? Don't be jealous of the wife of your bosom, and teach not evil. What it say? And teach her not an evil lesson against thyself. You know what I'm saying? What is the evil lesson that you can teach your woman? You know what I'm saying? Evil lesson that you can teach your woman is telling her, like for instance, like what's his name? Will Smith. You understand? He allowed Jada Pinkett to do whatever the hell she want to do. They down there swingers. She allowed to talk to people and talk to her son's friends and get in entanglements with them. You understand? And Will don't got nothing to say about that. Only thing he got to say is that, man, you know what? We've been together for 30 years, 20 years, and you know what I'm saying? Let her explore, man. You know what I'm saying? That's an evil lesson to tell your wife. We get to tell your wife we got kids and we married together, and then you go off and do your thing, I go off and do my thing, and then when we done having our entanglements, let's stay together. That's an evil lesson to teach your wife. It's an evil lesson to teach your wife that she can do whatever the hell she want to do and run her mouth. You know what I'm saying? Whenever she feel like she's right. That's an evil thing to tell your woman, man. Because it's a time gonna come where she's gonna learn. She's not gonna learn how to. She does. She has. She wasn't learn. So like it. A time gonna come where it's gonna be expected of her to know when to run her mouth and close her mouth, and she's not gonna know how to do that because she wasn't taught that. Let me grab some right quick. Slovakia. You understand the evil lesson? The evil lesson to telling your wife is telling her that she's not wrong for behaving how she did in that store when y'all was in that store for no goddamn reason. No, baby, you wasn't wrong. I understand what you was talking about. You understand? No, it's all right, baby. Do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? The evil lesson is telling your wife that she has the last say so. She can do whatever the hell. That's an evil lesson to tell your wife, man. You understand? Listen, and teach her not an evil lesson against thyself. Because when you teach her these things, it's going to be against you. You understand? It's going to be against you. Verse 2, give not thy soul unto a woman to set her foot upon thy substance. I'm saying, don't give your soul unto a woman. You understand? And set her foot upon thy substance. Don't don't give your soul over to a woman and allow her to set her foot upon your substance. What does that mean? You understand? Don't give the woman the power to put her foot on your neck, to be able to put you on child support. You know what I'm saying? To be able to marry you, then next year y'all divorce and she take half your goddamn money. You understand? Take your cars and your jewelry and clothes. Don't allow a woman to do that. You understand? Meet not with an harlot, lest thou fall into her snares. And don't meet with a harlot unless you fall into her snares. You know what I'm saying? Contrary to the popular belief, contrary to Jodeci and Casey and JoJo and B2K and you understand, or Vaught, Genuine, all these different singers, Chris Brown, all what's his name, Drake. Contrary to what they sing and teach about in their songs, catering to women, that is completely against God. Catering to your woman and telling her that you my sun, moon, and stars, and I'll do anything for you. Please don't go. Give me one more chance. I never mess up. I treat you better than he ever treated you. That is completely against God. You know what I'm saying? That is not how God wants Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian men to behave when it comes to dealing with their women. That is completely against God. You understand? When it said, "Meet not with an harlot, lest thou fall into her snares." Man, don't meet with no harlot. What's a harlot? A harlot is a hoe, somebody that's for the streets. You understand? Somebody that's always she a busybody. She busybody. She can't sit still. That's what a harlot is. It said, "Lest thou fall into her snares." If you meet with a harlot, man, you gonna fall into one of her snares. What's one of her snares? What's a snare? A snare is a trap. That's what a snare is. A snare is a trap, and brothers fall into those traps all the time. You understand? You got now. Look, we in 2022. What all sisters talk about on social media is trapping. Yeah, I'm trapping. They call busting dates. They call being a prostitute. They call it trapping now. And guess what? A lot of brothers fall into that situation where they trying to get some quick money. You understand? And they end up dealing with a harlot. They end up dealing with a whore. You understand? And then guess what? Now you got free weed. Now you got all the clothes you wanted, but that come with a price. Cause soon as she get caught and she say she bought you anything, guess what's gonna happen to you? You gonna go straight to prison for a long time. I don't care if she bought you a nine later. If she's prostituting and you said she bought you anything, you going in prison for a long time. Then on top of that, you risking catching sexually transmitted diseases. She out there being a whore, and then you taking her back every time. You understand? You going through her phone trying to force her to be with you. You going through her phone trying to make sure she ain't talking to every time Dick and Harry. You understand? And you bring it to her attention. Who is this? Who is this? He liked your picture. You start talking. You going through all that drama and that garbage. You understand? The Lord don't want you to do that. If she for the streets, leave her the hell alone. You understand? There's too many like women outnumber men. You don't need to be stuck with her. You understand? You don't need to be stuck. Go get you another rib. You understand? And she's so much of a goddamn monster, that's gonna run her off. You go get you another rib, oh, she's gonna leave you for sure. You understand? She was gonna leave you. She was gonna leave you regardless. She just thought you was too weak to go get another woman, and she was gonna milk you as long as she could. You understand? Go get you another woman, man. Don't meet with no harlot, man. You understand? I'm gonna keep going. Use not much the company. It's like it. Use not much the company of a woman that is a singer. Don't use the company of a woman that is a singer. You understand? Uh, Lest thou be taken with her attempts. And what is it talking about? Use not that much of a woman that is a singer. This is not talking about a woman that actually sings a song and plays a harp and a flute and know how to sing good like Beyonce and Rihanna. And no, that's not what it's talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's talking about a woman that's always in somebody's goddamn face. You understand? Like for instance, like what we call it? We call it freestyle. You understand? Don't sit with no woman that's always in somebody goddamn face, hugging up on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Leaving lipstick on everybody goddamn collar, always in somebody's lap, always entertaining every goddamn dude that she see. You understand? Don't entertain a woman like that. You understand? It said why? It said it said use not much the company of a woman that is a singer, lest thou be taken with her attempts. Don't sit with a woman like that. Don't deal with a woman like that because she's flirtatious. She know how to game somebody up into getting what she want. You understand? She know how. And some of y'all brothers, y'all easy out there, and they know it. These hoes out here, these whores, they know you easy. All they gotta do is boil you a hot dog and tell you to come over. Tell you to come over, boil you a hot dog. Next thing you know, you got your clothes off. You understand? And you doing your thing with her. But she didn't tell you about how she's a prostitute and she got AIDS. She didn't tell you about that how she got a whole dude. She got a whole ass dude. She didn't tell you about that. You understand? She didn't tell you that she her baby daddy is like he trips over her. You understand? He willing to die behind that box. She didn't tell you that. You understand? And that's why the scriptures say what? It said, use not much the company of a woman that is a singer, lest thou be taken with her attempts. Don't be in company with a woman that's in everybody goddamn face and know everybody. I said you, and then this how you gonna know. You meet a sister and you take her out to a party or you take her out to the clubs or something, and before y'all go there, she like who all there? You understand? Who all there? When she get to asking questions like that, she for the streets. She for the streets. Everybody knowing she gonna comment down like she don't know nobody. Oh, I'm just asking. I don't know nobody. You gonna get there? She gonna be greeting everybody. You understand? She gonna be hugging every nigga she see. And what Drake say? What Drake say in this song? This really how sisters be though. What Drake say in that song? And I know them type of hugs. The hugs you only get to somebody that you know you used to. You know what I'm saying? That you used to have sex with. Yeah, you gonna recognize it. You gonna be like, damn, but you know what? You so busy strung out on a box. You so busy strung out because she make more money than you. You understand? You gonna let all that go over your head. And before you knew it, you got a goddamn demon at the house that you wish that you never dealt with. You understand? I'm gonna keep reading. It said, verse 4, gaze not on a maid that thou fall not by those things that are precious in her. You know what I'm saying? Don't gaze on a young woman, you know what I'm saying, and worry about how she look, how her physical appearance is. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be worrying about how 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 she conducts herself. What type of spirit do she got? How does she behave around people? How does she behave in public? How she treat her kids if she got kids? You understand that she got a relationship with her family or baby daddy? How, you know what I'm saying? You supposed to get to know a sister before you just deal with her, before you just gaze on her and see a pretty face around behind, and you just want to just immediately have sex with her. Get to know who she really is first. That'll save you a lot of stress. That'll save you a lot of torment if you do that. But like I said, a lot of brothers ain't strong like that. But you should be strong like that. You understand? You should be strong like that. And you should teach your sons to be strong like that. So he won't just bring any type of woman on. You understand? I'm keep reading. It said, give not thy soul unto a harlot that thou lose not thine inheritance. You know, and look, and don't give your soul to a harlot because in the long run, until you go to a hoe, you're gonna end up losing inheritance. Everything that belongs to you, you're gonna lose. We see this happen to rappers all the time. We see this happen to football players all the time. We see this happen to entertainers all the time. They go marry, they go find a sister that look good, smell good, long hair. You know what I'm saying? She probably graduated from some nice college, and then next you know he dealing with her for a few months. This is a game to her though. This is a game to always make sure that and I look at her game is to get pregnant by somebody there. If you're online, make sure you put your name, state. I can mark you down for attendance. Slovakia. Slovakia. You understand? But in IHBK, we court sisters, man. You understand? We make sure we court them, so we can see if she got problems that she needs to fix. You understand? So we can see, damn, do I really want to be married to her? We've been talking for 6 months. Do I really? Can I really see myself with her? Can I really allow this woman to be around my kids? Do I really want to be around her? You know what I'm saying? How she's raising her kids. Then her kids go to her baby daddy house every weekend. You understand? And then over there they celebrate the birthdays and the Christmas and everything. Then they come back to my household and I gotta teach them how to be in the truth. Do I really want that type of life? Nah, I'm cool off that. You understand? But that's why you're grown. You can't just be thinking with your ride. You understand? Because you're gonna end up getting a woman that you wish that you never dealt with. Because why? Because she don't know the natural role of a woman. She wasn't given a example on how to be and how to behave and how to conduct herself when it comes to dealing with her man or when it comes to dealing with her family. She don't know that. You understand? So in return, you gonna suffer for that. You gonna get with this woman and you gonna suffer behind it. You gonna suffer for her not having a father. You know what I'm saying? You gonna suffer for her for having multiple partners, having abortions, having drugs. You gonna suffer everything that come with her because you was thinking with your ride. You understand? And what did it say? I'm gonna read it again. It said, verse 6, give not thy soul unto harlots that thou lose not thy inheritance. Like I said, man, telling a woman, you my sun, moon, and stars, you my everything. Please don't go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All these songs that they with I now I treat you way better than him. You my one and only. I do anything for you. Give me one more chance. That is completely against the Bible. That is completely against God. You understand? And for brothers like that, you gonna get a woman, and guess what she gonna do? She gonna milk you out of all your money, cause she see you weak. She gonna milk you out of all your money, out of all your resources, out of your inheritance. Everything that belongs to you, she gonna milk you for it. That's why we see this happen to basketball players all the time. You know what I'm saying? They sign a couple $1 million deal. You know what I'm saying? And then they leave their high school sweetheart to go marry some sister that shake that. You know what I'm saying? That's bad and got her body done and all that type of stuff. Lip injections. Want to be like a Caucasian. They go marry her, and then 2 months later, she get pregnant. After they had a baby, she divorced you and take half your goddamn money because you an idiot. Because you a goddamn idiot. You know what I'm saying? And in most cases, they do this with Becky. They go get her as soon as they get a notoriety. You know what I'm saying? They get that money. They go get them a white woman. They become a Martin Luther King of basketball and football and golf and all that. And they go get them Karen, Susan, Heather, and Becky and Bethany. They go get all them and they forget Shaniqua. You know what I'm saying? They forget her. And they go get them a white woman blonde hair and then guess what? She divorced and take all that money and all that money go back to the white community. You understand? But don't lose your inheritance for a whore, man, for a hoe. So like it. And it say, look not around about thee in the streets of the city, neither wander thou in the solitary places thereof. Why is it saying this? Let me read it again. Look not around about thee in the streets of the city, neither wander thou in the solitary places thereof. Why is it saying that? You understand? It's saying don't wander in the streets or the solitary places thereof. Why? Because she is for the streets. She's not at. It's saying don't wander in the streets looking for her. Why? Because she is for the streets. She's not at home. You can't find. You can't. This type of woman that is talking about. You can't find her at home cooking. You can't find her at home helping the kids with homework. You can't even find her behind in the goddamn living room watching Netflix, watching a movie. No, it's too stressful for her. She has to be in the streets. You understand? That's why I'm gonna read it again. Look not round about thee in the streets of the city. Why is it telling you not to look round around the city? Don't look for this hoe. You know what I'm saying? Don't look for it. If she want to be in the streets, let her be in the streets. Go get you another rib. You understand? You ain't got time to be trying to chase after her and make sure that she ain't being a whore. You understand? Let her let her do what she want to do. You know what I'm saying? Not let her do what she want to do, but you can't control her. You can't go through her phone and hold her against her will and make her stay in the house and beat and want to slut. Let her do what she want to do. Let her do what she want to do. And then guess what? You do what you want to do. Go get you another rib and start you another family. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you do. But that's what the scripture said. It's telling you don't look around the streets because she is for the streets. She ain't never in the house. She a busybody. She for the streets. You understand? It said, turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman and look not upon another's beauty. For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman, for herewith love is kindled as a fire. It said, turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman. Look at, why is it saying this? Turn your eye from a beautiful woman. It's not saying that you can't look at women that's beautiful. It's saying that this woman belongs to somebody. That's why I said turn your eye from a beautiful woman. Because this woman that you're looking at, she's beautiful, but guess what? She belongs to somebody. That's why you're supposed to turn your eye. You understand? And keep going. It said, turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman and look not upon another's beauty. It said, look not upon another's beauty. Meaning that don't look at somebody else's rib. You understand? She's married to somebody, you know what I'm saying, even though she's not in the school. You know what I'm saying? You run into her, you know what I'm saying, she tell you she got to do, don't try to spit game at her. You know what I'm saying? Even though she easy. Even though you know she giving you play. You know what I'm saying? That she feeling you. She ain't never seen a nigga in the UPK. Leave her alone. You understand? There's so much that come with that. Ooh, you don't want to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you don't want to sin against God. You understand? Women, look, listen, let me tell you like this. Women outnumber men. You ain't gotta want what somebody else got. You don't it does not have to be like that. Women outnumber men. You ain't gotta have her. You understand? Go find you somebody else. You run into 1,000 women a day. Go find you somebody else. It ain't that serious. You understand? It said, and it said, for many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman. For herewith love is kindled as a fire. Because guess what? There's a lot of brothers that was deceived by that beauty. You understand? They ask her that she have a lot of cases. Brothers don't even ask if she got a dude or not. You understand? They got to find out the hard way. They get with the sister. They see that she beautiful and all. You understand? Well, where your dude at? He ain't here right now. No, what's up? Man, take my number down. Ooh. They exchange numbers. Next thing you know, you end up at her crib a few weeks later. My son, in some cases, the same day. And while you too busy thinking with your ride, you know what I'm saying? He's coming through the door with his key with a goddamn 12 gauge shotgun about to blow your head off because this woman ain't even tell you. You understand? That's what happens all the time. This happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because brothers and sisters don't know how to conduct, they don't know how to behave. You understand? We keep going. Sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thy arms, and spend not thy money with her at the wine, lest thine heart incline unto her, so through thy desire thou fall into destruction. Look, you ain't supposed to. If this sister married, you ain't even supposed to be sitting with her. You ain't supposed to be going out to have coffee with her and brunch, and you ain't supposed to be doing that. And sister, if you married, you ain't supposed to have male boyfriends at work. You ain't supposed to have boyfriends at work. You know what I'm saying? Or work friends, whatever the hell you call it, whatever the hell they call it. You're not supposed to have that. You understand? You're supposed to be in a relationship with your husband, and anything else, man, it shouldn't be anything else. You understand? But it says, sit not at all with another man's wife. You ain't supposed to sit with another man's wife. That is not okay. You understand? That is not okay at all. Nor sit down with her in thine arms, and you definitely ain't supposed to be hugged up on her. You understand? And sister, you ain't supposed to be laughing at his jokes, and every time he crack a goddamn joke that's not even funny, you laughing, hitting, rubbing your hand all down his chest like it's super funny and all that. You understand? Stop. Get out of people's face. You understand? Get out of people's face. That's what you do. It said, and spend not thy money with her at the wine. And guess what? You ain't supposed to be chilling with her. Man, like after work, man, what's up? What you gonna do? You guys gonna do? You gotta pick your kids up. No, I'm cool. I was gonna go over here and do this. Well, let's get a bottle and chill for a sec. You ain't supposed to be doing none of that. Cause guess what? Even though y'all claiming that it's friendly, and it's just yo, he just cool. It's just we just work together, and you know what I'm saying. Guess what? That's gonna develop. Of y'all being cool, laughing, making each other laugh every day, and everything is fun and happy, and you know what I'm saying, all that. That's gonna develop into y'all liking each other, and then guess what's gonna happen? Y'all gonna commit adultery. Y'all gonna drink this little liquor, and then y'all gonna be able to fully express yourself how y'all really feel. You know, I've been liking you, but you married. I'm liking you too, but I'm married. Next thing you know, all this soap opera stuff going on. You understand? Like, and I know a lot of sisters they like that type of. They like that. That's why they watch Power. You understand? And Empire and soap operas and all that. You grew up with your grandma having soap operas on in the goddamn kitchen when she cooking. You grew up. You grew up like that. You understand? So it's normal for people to commit adultery and to cheat on their husbands. You understand? It's normal for some type of scandal to be going on within the family and everybody. That's normal. That's why a lot of people like going to the Christian church. You know how much underground stuff going on in there? The pastor sleeping with every goddamn wife. You know what I'm saying? The drummer boy gay. He didn't rape everybody in the church. You know what I'm saying? This sister a whore. She come to church just to find new victims to have sex with. She ain't married to nobody. She married to the whole goddamn church, basically. They love that type of scandal because they grew up watching that on soap operas. You understand? But that's a disgusting way to live. And that's not how a woman should be. And it's not how a man should be. You understand? And that's why in ISBK, those type of spirits don't flourish in here. You know what I'm saying? When sisters come in from the world, we give them time to grow. You understand? We ain't the brothers ain't all in the sister inbox, man. What's going on? How you doing? You new to the school? Oh man, you got a husband? Man, you ain't courting nobody? Man, look, oh man, court me or whatever. However the hell they try to spit their game. Brothers ain't in here ain't doing it, and if they is doing it, they gonna get checked. We don't be in sisters inboxes that's trying to shed themselves for the world, and we definitely don't be in the inboxes of sisters that's in the school. That's not how we get down in here. You know why? Because we don't want this to become a place for whores. We don't want this to become a place for whoremongers. You understand? That's not what this place is about. I really was only supposed to read Ecclesiastes 9 and 2, but you know what I'm saying. We gonna drop that though. I end up going to then at 9 or something. We gonna drop that. Let's go to Genesis chapter 3. We gonna get the beginning of it, man. And I'm gonna breeze through these kind of quick because I spent about 30 minutes on that one scripture, man. And if you watch it, make sure you put your name, city, and state so we can mark you down for attendance. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all can watch these classes and y'all say city and state. Okay, can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me? If y'all can hear me, make sure y'all put a one in the chat so I can know y'all can hear me. If y'all can hear me, put a one in the chat so I can know y'all can hear me, Baba Kashah. Okay, Most High in Christ, the water. Like this with the book. You know what I'm saying? Usually I do it off a laptop, but that's neither here nor there. So yeah, man, we bring these scriptures out not because we want to belittle women or make them feel like they less than or they're a piece of garbage. That's not what it's about. Now, as you became, we love black women. We love Hispanic and Native American Indian. We honestly do. You understand? But we have to tell them the truth, like how they behave themselves and how they conduct themselves and how they make this nation look as a whole is man is absolutely disgusting. And guess what? Somebody that love you, they'll tell you that cold hard truth like that. Somebody that actually give a damn about you, they'll tell you the truth. Somebody that don't love you, they gonna lie to you. You understand? They gonna lie to you, but guess what? A lot of people they want lies. They want to be lied to. You understand? They want to be told that they queens and they're so precious and so glorious and just beautiful and just inside and out. They want to be told that. You know what I'm saying? But then you got that other 10%. They want to know the truth. You know what I'm saying? They want to know the goddamn truth. And the ISBK, we gonna give it to them. And guess what? Those women who accept that truth, man, look it, they're gonna be better than anything. They're gonna be better than everything walking, whether they fine or not. They're gonna be better than any sister walking, man, because they accept this truth and live by it. You know what I'm saying? Understand that I got a natural role that the Lord set up on how I'm supposed to conduct myself and how I'm supposed to be and the type of spirit that I'm supposed to be in. I'm gonna live my life according to that. And guess what? You know what I'm saying? You gonna run into other women and you gonna be like, damn, she bad, but she ain't like that sister. That sister know how to she know how to treat them. You know what I'm saying? She know how to raise them kids. She know how to be in her place. I ain't never gotta argue. And she know how to keep a man. You understand? But them other ones with them pretty faces and run their mouth, they don't know how to keep no man. You understand? But we gonna show you the natural role of a woman right here. Let's go to Genesis chapter 3, verse 1. And it said, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, Ye have God said, it's like, and he said unto the woman, Yeah, have God said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? So he said this serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field. You understand? And like what you gotta understand is that black people wrote this book. So we speak in metaphor. Like they just said he was more subtle than any beast of the field. Like what do black people say today? We say that we in the field. You understand? If you a gang member or you know what I'm saying, you got any type of activities going on in the world, you be like, now I'm in the field. We hear every rapper say that. But are they actually in the field? No. They're not even close to a goddamn field. Them niggas in the inner city, banging streets. They ain't nowhere near no field. But that's the spirit. Like the spirit behind the Bible is so spiritual. The language behind the Bible is so spiritual, and that's how black people talk. Slang is spiritual. Like black people talking slang or what they call ebonics, that's spiritual, and that's how you got to read this Bible. So when it said this, the serpent was the more subtle than any beast of the field, it means that this was somebody that you should not trust in the streets. This is somebody that you should not trust round about the way. This is somebody that you should not trust in your neighborhood. You understand? This is a person that you should never trust. That's why today we call people, to this day we still call people snakes. I don't mess with her, she a snake. I don't mess with him, he a snake. I don't mess with him, he a rat. You know what I'm saying? He a cat. He be acting too goofy. That dude is a cat. That's how black people talk. You understand? This is not like the Christian church will teach you that this was an actual talking snake that was talking to this woman. No, that's not the spirit behind this Bible. You understand? That's not the spirit behind this Bible. And it said, And what it mean by he was subtle, meaning he was slick. He was somebody that you shouldn't trust, but he's very, very slick, like your Christian pastor. Your Christian pastor, he's more subtle than any beast of the goddamn field. You understand? That's why when you go to church, it's flowers all over the goddamn church. The lights is dim. They got pretty rugs and flowers everywhere. Everybody's swaying left and right, clapping and singing and crying. They molded the Christian church to fit for the needs of a woman. That's how they created the church to fit the needs of a woman. You understand? And they did all that being subtle, being manipulative. You understand? That's what all that's about. He's subtle. He's the subtle beast of the field. That's why there's more women in the church than men. Cause ain't no man gonna be sitting there all the goddamn day with just slow jam music playing and swaying back and forth and crying and man, we don't want to sit through that. We don't want to sit through that. You understand? And it said, and he said unto the woman, yeah, have God said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the tree of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden have said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. So this slick piece of garbage, he's asking her, man, look, did God tell you that you can't eat of every tree of the garden? And she was like, no, he said we can eat of every tree of the garden except a certain tree. We can't eat of this tree. You understand? And what does it mean by trees? Like what is well, like for example, these trees is not actual trees. I'm gonna give you another example. You understand? When you go and when you go take those tests, the trace back to where your ancestors was originally from. You know what I'm saying? They give after that those results, whatever, they give you a family tree. And they'd be like, okay, you started off here, and then this family married this family and made this branch, and this family made this family and made this branch, and until it's a big tree. That's the same thing in the Bible. The Lord so we can eat of every tree of the garden, but of one of these trees, it said don't eat of. Meaning that from you can take on I ain't gonna say the culture, but just don't take on the culture of these people over here. Everybody else they pretty much doing cool, but these people over here don't take on their culture. Don't behave like them. Don't do the things that they do. You understand? And guess what? The the Lord saying that right now while we in America, the Lord don't want us to do what Americans do. Americans like the allergies. And look, America has legalized gay rights. Two men and women can marry each other. You understand? They legalize marijuana. You understand? They legalize all these evil things that's completely against the Bible. But guess what? The Lord is sitting back and He got stories like this so we can like what's the scripture say? Things that was written aforetime is written for our learning. We supposed to see these scriptures and we supposed to be like, okay, this is the same thing that was going on back then. I ain't gonna do that. They legalized weed. I ain't gonna smoke weed. I ain't gonna eat of that tree. You know what I'm saying? Or they legalize homosexuality. I ain't gonna eat of that tree. You understand? I'm not gonna take on the culture of these people in America because they obviously evil. They obviously against God. So I'm not gonna take on this culture of eating shrimp, crab, lobster, and pork and celebrating birthdays and going to church and Jesus' birthday and God loves everybody. I'm not gonna take on that culture because that is completely against God. Well, the same thing happened in the Garden of Eden with Adam and Eve, and guess what? Eve fell for it. She fell for that manipulation of God loving everybody and let's all come together and celebrate birthdays and wearing dreadlocks and smoking weed. She fell for that. She fell for that. You understand? I'm gonna keep reading. It said, and the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die. For God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. So he lied to her. He told her, man, nah, he told you you're gonna die, you ain't gonna die. Your eyes gonna be open to the truth. You know what I'm saying? Once you sin against God, then your eyes is gonna be open to the truth. That's basically what he told her. You understand? He said, oh yeah, he said, sure, you shall not surely die. Meaning that you going like what is death according to the Bible? He's this is not a physical death. This death that it's talking about, this is spiritual death. You understand? When you come into the truth, you when you keep coming to the truth under commandments in your holler and you keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, then you become a living soul. But on the flip side, you are alive, but then you're not. You understand? Because you're not in the truth. You're not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. That's in Baruch chapter 4 and verse 1, I believe. You understand? It said this is the law, statutes, and commandments is the breath of life. If you ain't keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, you're not living. You understand? So this serpent convinced Eve that she's not living by keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of God. But on the flip side, if she break those laws and come over here and follow them, then she'll be living. That'll be life. If she just drop everything that she learned about God and serving God and become Christian, that's actually living. That's what he convinced her of, and she did it. You understand? I'm gonna keep reading. And it said, verse 6, and when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof and did eat, and also gave it to her husband with her, and he did eat. And Adam made a bad decision by following his wife. You understand? You ain't supposed to follow your wife. You understand? You supposed to have the last say so and authority when it comes to anything. I'm not saying that your wife. I ain't saying that your wife can't have no good ideas, or she can't go be no doctor, or be no lawyer, or stuff like that. But those decisions are up to you. Where y'all want to move and relocate, you understand, and what God y'all want to serve, and how y'all want to raise your children. That is completely up to your husband. You understand? But this serpent manipulated this woman to believe something different. And then guess what? Adam was weak, and so his wife knew it, and she manipulated to him to believe something different from what the God taught him. You understand? And next thing you know, they fell out the truth. They fell out the truth, and they was doing everything that everybody else was doing in the world, man. And by that time, it was too late. You understand? The Lord had to punish him. It was too late. Let me see. But hold on, that's not what I want. Let me see. 3 and 6. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna go to 9. I'm gonna go to Genesis chapter 3, verse 9. And the Lord God called unto Adam and said unto him, where art thou? And he said, I hear. I'm gonna drop down a little bit more. Let me see. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to 16. Yeah, I'm gonna go to 16. Uh, this is Genesis chapter 3, verse 16. And unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. You see that? Like, because of what Eve did, even before what Eve did, your husband was always supposed to rule over you. But the Lord said, I'm about to multiply thy sorrow and conception. Meaning that when you have children, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt really, really bad. You understand? But this is not a curse like the Christian church teach you that this was a curse from God that he gave to all women. It's not a curse. You understand? And it said, and thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over you. But the whole point of this is that your husband is supposed to rule over you. That's the natural role of a woman. You understand? Allowing your husband to rule over you. And what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Not trying to argue with this man every time there's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to argue with him every time you feel like he talked to you crazy, or he's had a little bit too much aggression on them words when he said it to you. He could have said it nicer. Instead of you turn around and be like, okay, ooh, 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 and arguing with him, just be like, calm, calm. Or be like, okay. And just get it done. It ain't that serious. It ain't that serious. Life too short to be trying to argue about how somebody said something to you and when they said it and all that. Life too short for that. Allow your husband to rule. Because guess what? The women that your oppressors women, they allow their husbands to rule over them. Donald Trump, you know how I know? Because Donald Trump said he grabbed women by the box, and guess what? Over half, over 60% of Caucasian women still voted for Trump, even though he disrespected them and said he do what he want, he grab them by the box and do all that. They still voted for them. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because they know they're not nothing without their men ruling over them. But this society has given black women a backbone to believe that you are something if you don't allow your man to rule over you. You understand? You make more money than him, you're better than him. Why would you let him rule over you and have the last say so when you make the more money? You make the most money. That's what they teach our women, man. But meanwhile, no other society lives by that code. They don't live by that rule book. No other society. But black women do. You understand? You know why? Because being a Christian empowers black women. You know what I'm saying? To sin against God and to disrespect their men. That's what Christianity do to you. You understand? But that's the role of a woman. And let me go to Job right quick. Let's go to Job 39. But we never seen our whole 30 years. I'm 30 years old. On my whole 30 years of living, and not even just me, black, Hispanic, Native American Indian men and women. Period. We didn't grow up seeing our women, whether it be your sister, your aunties, your cousins, your mamas, your grandmamas. We didn't grow up seeing them subject themselves to their husband. We didn't grow up seeing them submit themselves into their husband. We grew up seeing them fight, throw bottles, bust each other upside the head, fight. You understand? Cuss each other out. That's how we grew up seeing that. We haven't had a great example on what a woman is in a very long time, man. But guess what? We building that now, HBK. We build strong women in here. You understand? That ain't gonna fight they men. But they rather fight them demons that they got on them. You know what I'm saying? That's what type of women we build in here, for sure. And we raising our daughters to be the same way. You understand? We raising our daughters now. Hey, look, don't worry about who he messing with. Don't worry about if he got more than one woman. Don't worry about it. He ain't throw you away, did he? Okay, that's not your business. Whatever your man do, that ain't your business. You understand? That's what type of women we raising in here. That's what type of daughters we raising in here. You understand? I'm gonna read that. Let's go to Job chapter 39, verse 17. Job chapter 39, verse 17. Because God have deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to her understanding. Look, the Lord deprived black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian women with wisdom. They don't have the wisdom that it takes to successfully run a household. They don't have the wisdom that it takes to understand these scriptures in this Bible. They don't have the wisdom that it takes to raise children by themselves. You know how I know? Because the women is the one raising the kids, and guess what? They coming out monsters. They coming out monsters. The daughters committing abortions. They sons they murdering everybody. I got people from my neighborhood that's 12, 13 years old. That's actual killers that didn't kill people before. That's who mommy is raising. And then you go to church. Then that's who grandma is raising. And then you get locked up, and then you got to go to trial. And your grandma, she want to stand up in your defense and speak for you and tell the courtroom how you was such a good kid and you don't know she don't know what happened and you know what I'm saying. No, and she not knowing that you are the murderer that they said you was. You've been killing everybody. The whole neighborhood is scared of you. And you 12 goddamn years old. You know what I'm saying? Nobody know what the hell you gonna do. The whole neighborhood that slept with your goddamn granddaughter. She's 12 goddamn. She done had 3 abortions, and then you don't even know. You understand? That's Christianity right there. You understand what it say? It said, because God have deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to her understanding. God deprived the woman of the wisdom that it takes to successfully run a household. He deprived her of the wisdom. You understand? He deprived her of that wisdom. He deprived her of that wisdom to know how to stand in her goddamn place and let her man rule over her. You understand? He deprived her of that wisdom. But guess what? That wisdom is in his Bible. And then we take on the culture and act and behave ourselves and mimic ourselves after the people in this book, then we'll get that back. You understand? We'll get that back, that luxury. You understand? But the Lord deprived her of that understanding and wisdom. That's why our women run around how they is today, because they don't have that. They didn't have that example growing up. You understand? We're going to drop that. We're going to Ephesians chapter 5 and 25. So like it. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 25. And like I said, if you watch it, make sure you put your name, city, and state. It's very, very important, man, for you to come into the ISUBK and share yourself with the world. You understand? To become a new brother or a new sister in this school. You understand? Don't be afraid. Fear is a demon. That's what you gotta understand. Fear is a demon. Don't be afraid to put your name, city, and state, and check in. You understand? And everybody that you see in ISUBK, we at one point in time we did that. That's something that we had to do as well. Don't be afraid of that. You understand? Slovakia. Trying to find Ephesians, man. Slovakia. Ephesians 5:22. Oh, here we go. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. That's what God wants. The Lord wants you to submit your. If you're a woman, this is what God wants. This is biblical. This is in the Bible. I'm gonna read it again. It said, "Wives." This is talking to the women of our nation. This is talking to every Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian woman. This is what God wants from you. Submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. Man, you supposed to submit yourself unto your husband as if he is God. You supposed to obey your husband, you understand, and look up to your husband like he's God. That's what you're supposed to do. You understand? He told me to do something, I'm gonna do it. He told me to be quiet, I'm gonna do it. You know what? I'm gonna make sure that when he come home, he ain't gotta have to search through no clothes. You understand? He ain't gotta look. He ain't gotta open. He ain't even gotta touch the refrigerator. All he gotta do is just sit down. I got the food and everything ready. I got it. That you supposed to treat him like he is God. You understand? Because guess what? You would do it for that celebrity that you like. You would do it for Chris Brown. You would make sure you go out your way for him. You understand? You ain't gonna be worried about if he messing with more than one woman. You know what I'm saying? But you won't subject yourself to your husband because he worried about another woman. He liked somebody's Facebook post. He told her sister she was pretty. He talked to his sister too. Stop being an evil goddamn demon. Because I know 1,000 women go to Chris Brown and Trey Songz concerts, and guess what? Every goddamn woman there want Trey Songz. All of them. And ain't none of them worried about each other. You know what they worried about? They worried about Trey Songz with his shirt off, grinding every goddamn word. You understand? That's who they worried about. They worried about Avant. You know what I'm saying? They worried about Dream, Falsetto. That's what they worried about. They worried about Jagged Edge and 112 or 212, whatever the hell their goddamn name is. And guess what? Every woman there all wants that one man, but ain't none of them worried about each other. Well, when it comes to your husband, you can't think like that, huh? You understand, man? You submit yourself into your husband, man. You know what I'm saying? Submit yourself into your husband. And the husbands that we build in the ISUBK, they husbands that don't beat their wives. They husbands that actually want to build a family and actually want to stay with a woman for the rest of their goddamn life. That's what the men that we building in here. Whereas once before, they wasn't like that. They'd meet a sister, have sex with her, throw it away, and she'd never hear from him again. Brother don't know. He probably got 4, 5, 6 babies in the world that he do not know about because his whole objective every weekend was to sleep with a sister, have sex with her, get her pregnant on not even knowing she's pregnant, and then never speak to her again. In every city he touched down. And then next you know, you got kids getting rose up. They don't even know who the hell their damn daddy was because their mom was a whore and their daddy was thinking with his goddamn ride. So now everybody else got to suffer for it. That's why in ISUBK we build men that actually want a family. We want to build children. We want to raise our women up. You understand? Teach them how to be modest and be submissive. You understand? And be feminine and be virtuous and be about something. You understand? We want to raise children up to be respectful, not raising children up to shoot the whole goddamn block up and be whores and sneak out the window and you understand? When all that whatever you know what kids do and smoke weed and all that. We raising children not to become like that. We raising them to become children that society is pressuring them not to become the children that society is pressuring them to become. That's what we doing in ISBK. What we doing this ain't for no reason. We ain't just doing this because it's fun, because it's something that we want to do. No, we do this because we care about our people. That's what this is about. That's what this is about. But guess what? We can't build this up. We can't build this world up that Christ died for. You understand? Unless we all fall into our natural role that was given to us by God. This is the natural role that was given to you by God. You understand? Fall in place. You know what I'm saying? Fall in place. Pick it up. Pick that shit up. Salaki. You understand? And it said, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. And guess what? A lot of Christians are trying to break the scripture down and it said your own husbands. It's not saying that you only can have one wife. It's not saying that a man can only have one wife. You understand? That's not what it's saying at all. Because I know a lot of Christians that say that. This is talking about. I'm gonna read it again. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. Meaning that don't submit yourself unto your husband, not unto your Christian pastor, not unto your son's basketball coach. You understand? Not unto that dude that's making you laugh or goddamn work every goddamn day, who jokes ain't even funny. You know what I'm saying? Not into them. Submit yourselves into your own husbands, not into everybody else's husband. Stop trying to be a goddamn whore and flirt and be in everybody's goddamn face. You understand? Be different from how your mama and your grandmama was. You understand? You should want something different for your children. You understand that? We gonna drop that though. We gonna go to 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and 34. 1 Corinthians 14 and 34. Salaki. 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 34. All right. It said, uh, all right. 1 Corinthians chapter 14, 34. Let your woman keep silent in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as saith the law. You know what I'm saying? Like a woman, let your woman learn in silence. A woman supposed to shut their goddamn mouth. And I know I shouldn't. I know y'all mad. I'm saying it like that. I don't make it sound all sweet like at a Christian church. Just have you tried being quiet a little bit more? Nah, man, shut your goddamn mouth. Be quiet. You talk too goddamn much. You understand? But the thing is, a lot of women never had a dad that told them that and that talked with such authority. So guess what? Now you looked at as an enemy. Your wife look at you as an enemy now because nobody talks to her like that. She an independent black woman and got so much going for herself. Nobody can ever talk. Man, shut your goddamn mouth. Shut up. You understand? The Lord said He deprived you of all wisdom and understanding. Be quiet. You understand? It can't be two alphas in here. Be quiet. Be silent, man. And if you got some questions, what the scripture say to do? And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home, for it is a shame for a woman to speak in a church. You understand? You know, it's not saying that you can't have no questions or you can't ask nobody nothing, but it's saying learn how to shut your goddamn mouth. Stop trying to be in everybody's face. You understand? You want to talk to every man you see about any random shit. It's like about everything. Man, ask your husband at home, and you got a husband for a reason. What are you asking? What are you asking everybody else for? You got a husband at home. You understand? It's not because you asking everybody not because you want an actual answer. You really looking to be a whore. You understand? And the Bible is showing women how not to become whores. Ask your husband, man. You understand? Ask the brother that's over you. Ask your camp leader. Ask Commander General Yohana. Ask General Hyman. You understand? Or ask your husband. Stop asking everybody all these stupid questions and stuff you got. You know what I'm saying? That's where you really just want to be in somebody's face. You understand? We're gonna go to First Timothy. You understand? Because we know the game. We know what y'all on out there in the world, man. You understand? We're gonna go to First Timothy chapter 2 verse 12. It's like in First Timothy chapter 2 verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. Look at let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. You understand? That's how you supposed to learn. When you come to learn how you're supposed to conduct yourself and when you come to learn the type of spirit that you're supposed to have as a woman, you know what I'm saying? Come and be humble when you come. Like don't come to class and you know what I'm saying and think that you know everything. Because you watch a few UPK videos. When you get your husband, soon as you let him lay you flat, you know what I'm saying, and bust that thing, whatever, You know what I'm saying? Don't think that you don't become a different person, thinking that you know every goddamn thing and you run him now. You understand? Learn in silence. You understand? But this is something that your women, like, we got Christians, we got pastors as women now. Damn. We got pastors that are women that's teaching the Bible. That's teaching the Bible. That's what we got nowadays. Man, this is, hey man, check this out. Be contrary to that. Don't be that. Don't be the woman that don't be the woman that you're not a pastor, but in your crib you're a pastor. You telling him everything, what to do. You every 5 seconds you running your mouth about something. Why you didn't put the seat down? Why you didn't pick the why you late picking the kids up? Why you didn't pull the meat out and put it on the freezer? I told you I was gonna cook. Why you didn't put the meat out? Why you keep leaving them stinky shoes by the door? Why you talk to me like that? Why you gotta be like that? Why you gotta be on every female that walk past you? Why you gotta, man, shut up. Don't no man want that. Don't no man want that. You understand? Don't be that. That's being a demon to your man. That's being a monster to your man. You supposed to be sweet and delicate and fluffy and whatever the hell else word. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be sweet. You understand? Like a man, like me personally, I don't never want to see an aggressive side of a woman. But we got Judites, we got Issacharites. So I know I probably will never see that. But a man don't want to see no aggressive side in a woman where she acting masculine. That is disgusting. You know what I'm saying? That is completely against the Bible. We don't want nobody want that. You understand? Meanwhile, we trying black men, Hispanic men, we trying to be as masculine as we could. You know what I'm saying? We trying to represent that we men. And then you got your woman on the side that's in a competition with you on who can be the more masculine. Like, come on, man. You got to cut that out. You got to cut that out, because guarantee if you try being feminine, you gonna see a whole nother side of your man that you ain't never seen before. You gonna know, and then you gonna remember why you with him. You understand? What it say? Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. The Lord has said, I suffer not a woman to teach. Like, the Lord don't want Christian pastor women, women as Christian pastors. The Lord don't want women teaching scriptures to men. You understand? Telling them how they should be according to God and all that. You know what I'm saying? To their children. That's not what the Lord wants. What do he say? But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man. Why? Because it's a man's responsibility to teach. It's a man's responsibility to be in authority. That's a man's responsibility. That's his role. That's his natural role. That was not up for a woman to grab. That was not made for her to be. Do you understand? And it said, but to be in silence. Be in silence, man. That's your role. For Adam was first formed, then Eve, because Adam was in the truth first. Eve came in the truth second. So how the hell is she gonna teach him how to be in the truth? You understand? And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in transgression. But look at Adam was not deceived. Adam didn't fall from funny games that America put out, all these games. A man can marry a man, a woman can marry a woman. You can commit adultery. You can smoke weed. You can go to church. You can teach different doctrines. You can celebrate Christmas and holidays. You can be a whore. You can sleep around. You understand? Adam and men don't fall for that garbage. But guess what? Women do. They hear that and they be like, you know what? This is giving me a chance to be whoever I want it to be. I can do whatever the hell I want to. Why? Because this country said I can. I know what my man say, but guess what? I'm not coming in tonight. I'll see him tomorrow. You understand? I ain't coming straight home after work and cooking no dinner. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come home from work. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna change the kids. I'm gonna come home straight home from work, and I'm gonna cut my Netflix show on. That's what I'm gonna do. You understand? That's what I'm gonna do. That's the type of woman that America building. It said, it said, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in transgression. The woman sinned first. That's what transgression. Transgression is the sin. That's what transgression is. breaking the law. You understand? Guess what? Eve, she broke the law first. She transgressed against the law first before Adam. And that's exactly why the man is supposed to be the over the woman, because she's easily deceived. She's easily manipulated, just like Eve was. You understand? We're gonna drop that. And, let me see. Second Timothy 2:6. No, 2:11. Second Timothy chapter 2 verse 11. It. Uh, hmm? Oh, Second Timothy chapter 3 verse 6. Salakia. Second Timothy chapter 3 verse 6. For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts. You understand? It said, for this sort, you being Christian, you not want to let your husband rule over you. You not want to subject yourself unto your husband, and you want to go out and be a whore and be whoever the hell you is. What did it say? It said, for of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins. Who is this creeping into houses? This is talking about your Christian pastor. This is talking about that subtile beast, that snake, that person that you shouldn't trust. They creep into houses because of what? Because of silly women. It said, for this sort are they which creep into houses laden with sin, laden. Let me slack it. Creep into houses and led captive silly women laden with sins. You know what I'm saying? They able to creep in these brothers who Christian pastors, you understand, and Egyptologists and fake Israelite groups, they able to creep in the houses of silly women. You know why? Because these silly women thought that they had the knowledge of God. They thought that they had it all figured out. And guess what? These people were able to come in the house and take them as captives because they didn't want to follow their man. You understand? That's what's going on. That's what happened in the Christian church. You know what I'm saying? If you wonder how your grandma got in there, and you wonder how your sister got in there, your aunties and your cousins, they got in there because they're silly women. They're not women that have understanding. They're not women that have knowledge. They're silly women. That's how they was taken captive by that doctrine and by that nonsense. Because they silly. You understand? Well, we're going to drop that. Let's go to Proverbs 9 and 13. Proverbs 9 and 13. So, like it, bear with me. Proverbs chapter 9, verse 13. Proverbs chapter 9, verse 13. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. What is this talking about? What does the word clamorous mean? A foolish woman is clamorous. Trust me, just think off the top of your head. What does clamorous mean? A foolish woman is clamorous. A foolish woman is clamorous, meaning that she's noisy. Scripture they say they want women to learn in silence. But a foolish woman, she's clamorous, meaning that she's very noisy. She want to be heard and seen everywhere she go. Every time she walk in the store, running her mouth. I didn't walk in so many stores and see sisters, seeing brothers pushing in cars. And you got a sister behind them. Yap, 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 yap. Nigga, you, boop, boop, boop. I see brothers in the car. All I see is the sister pointing. Nigga, you, boop, 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 boop. Running her mouth, all in his face, poking him. Like off Baby Boy when Yvette was poking Jody on in the face. You know what I'm saying? All that be going on, man. What did the scripture say again? It said, a foolish woman is clamorous. Those are things that foolish women do. Being hella loud, trying to be seen, disrespecting your men in public. That's foolish women do that. You understand? But guess what a wise woman would do? A wise woman, she wouldn't ever disrespect her man like that in public or at home in front of her children. You understand? She'd check herself. You know what? I'm gonna just talk to my man in private. You understand? That's what they do. Like even like that, and that's the type of woman you should go for, man. Not a woman that's disrespecting you. Like, cause even when you're in the world, right? Like, let's say, for I don't even want to. How can I put this? I don't want to put it like this, but okay. So look, let's act like you in a gang or something. If you do something that you're not supposed to do in a gang, you get DP, right? You get disciplined. But guess what? That discipline is not for everybody to see. Everybody don't see that discipline. You understand? It ain't social media don't see it. People in public don't see it. If you was there, then you seen it. If you weren't there, then you don't know about it. It's the same thing in the ISUBK. Not to say that we a gang, because we're not nothing. We have nothing to do with any gangs at all. You understand? But in the ISUBK, you might do something, and then you get disciplined for it. Might have to do some push-ups, sit up, whatever the case may be. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? If if you wasn't there, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna know about it. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, if you would, you just not gonna know about it. You're not gonna know who got disciplined or not. So who does your wife or your girlfriend, whoever the hell you consider to be, think she is trying to discipline you in front of everybody? She's trying to publicly discipline you every time y'all go in the store, every time y'all around family members, every time she around her friends. That is, bro. That is out of pocket, for lack of a better word. That's out of pocket, man. And don't no man want no woman like that. I'm gonna tell you straight up. So if your biggest fear is him getting another woman, you being a monster like that, that ain't gonna stop him. You understand? You gonna push him right into another woman arms. That's your biggest fear. You understand? But what did it say? A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. But this woman that's loud and be doing all this disrespectful stuff, this garbage, she's simple and she don't know nothing. You understand? She's simple and she don't know a goddamn thing, man. She can't tell you nothing about how to be a man. She can't tell you nothing about how to raise them children. You understand? She can't tell you nothing about how to be a woman. You understand how to raise your daughter or how she's supposed to be. She can't tell, but guess what? You can. You know why? Because the Lord didn't deprive you of that knowledge. You can explain to her how she's supposed to be. Hey, shut your goddamn mouth. Be quiet. That's not how you're supposed to conduct yourself. Put some clothes on. So stop showing your goddamn stomach. Stop talking to them kids like that. Stop being like that. Be like this. Have this type of spirit. Behave like this. You able to do that because you have that wisdom. Why? Because you ain't dealing with emotion. You understand? You ain't dealing with if she messing with somebody else. Because if she is, hey, you ain't mine no more. You understand? You ain't the brother that's running around telling her, "You my sun, moon, and stars. You my everything. I do anything for you. Please don't go. You my one and only. I'll do anything for." You're not. You ain't that brother. You that brother saying, "Man, stay in your goddamn place." You understand? Be a good example for our children and for your family. Let's show your family how submissive and how you subject yourself to me, so they can want to become that. That's what type of brother you is. You understand? It said a foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. She don't know a goddamn thing. She can't teach you how to be a man. She can't teach your children. You know why? Because like I said earlier, the Lord deprived her of that. You know what I'm saying? That's the responsibility of a man. You understand? We're gonna drop that. Hmm. I'm gonna go to. Let me see. I'm gonna get like two more scriptures. So lock it. Let's see. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 7:26. Ecclesiastes 7:26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whosoever pleases God shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. You see that? And it said, and I find more bitter than death the woman. I'm saying, what do he mean by that? I find more bitter than death. When somebody die in your family, man, that's just a horrible thing. You understand? You gonna be sick, like damn, my cousin died, this person died, this person died. It's a horrible thing. And what did the Lord say? And I find more bitter than death the woman. Like a woman is more bitter than your friends did dying, getting shot down in the street. It said a woman is more bitter than your grandma dying, the one who changed damn diapers since she was born. You understand? A woman is more bitter than that suffering that you're going through. You know what I'm saying? Having to go through your parents or somebody dying. And I find more bitter than death the woman. A woman is bitter, more bitter than death. Whose heart is snares and nets? Whose heart is snares? So hard again, according to the Bible. The heart, according to the Bible, is your mind. That's why you say, "I remember everything by heart." You don't remember by heart. You remember by your mind. You remember all those songs and everything that you ever learned in your by heart. It's in your mind. You understand? And what did it say? Whose heart is snares and nets? Whose heart is snares and nets? What is a snare and a net? Snare and net is a trap. You understand? This type of woman that is describing and talking about the only thing in her mind is just trapping you. You understand? Like I said, we see that happen with basketball players every day. Me sisters, she bad, got a nice body. You understand? BBL, you know what I'm saying, all that. And guess